Hey everybody, it's Jamie the Crafty DIY Guy. Welcome to my channel. Now I'm very excited about today's video because I have a new toy in my craft room. I was able to get the Cricut Maker 3 and I am so excited to share with you guys all of the new unique features, and I'm going to show you some really cool, fun DIY items. And I, of course, want to say thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Now, as I mentioned in my intro today, I'm going to talk about what is new and unique with the Cricut Maker 3, why it's a great investment, and I'm going to show you how I am able to make a variety of projects with a variety of materials with a few very simple, easy steps. And I'm going to show you some really cool ideas that I have for gift giving ideas, especially with the holidays coming up. You may need that last minute gift. You may want something that you want to give to a neighbor. Maybe you need just something in your gifting closet in case someone pops by with a gift that you weren't expecting. This will show you all of the things about the Cricut Maker 3, and I'm going to show you some really cool projects that you can make too. Now, right off the bat, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry. Cricut kept everything that you love about the Maker, and they added some major updates, like a new color in my favorite color, blue. There's a new start button icon. There's an amped up power source because this machine lets you cut like 10 times faster, so you kind of need a little more power to get that going. Oh, and then, since they're giving you all that power and that faster cutting time, they might as well allow you to cut even more vinyl. And when I say even more vinyl, I mean like 12 feet of vinyl. You can cut up to 12 feet of vinyl, but we are going to get into all of that very soon. Now, I'm sure the first question you're asking yourself is, what about all of my other Cricut materials? What about my cutting mats? Can I use all of those with the Maker 3? Well, the answer is yes. Just like the Cricut Maker, you can still cut over 300 materials with your machine. Using the Cricut cutting mats, you can do any of that you did with the Cricut Maker, with just a few exceptions. Because the machine has been upgraded, you do get those new bells and whistles. So you don't have to worry about wasting any of your old materials. There is literally no waste at all. What I think is also really cool is that if you still wanted to use a traditional cutting mat with your Cricut Maker 3, you can do that. However, my absolute favorite update has to be the matless cutting with the Cricut Maker 3. The roll holder attaches to the tray of your machine to keep rolled materials aligned for a clean, precise cut. The built-in trimmer ensures a straight edge at the end of your project every single time. As your project cuts, the roll holder keeps your project neatly rolled up. Once it's done cutting, your Maker positions it at the end of your cut just above the trimmer. Now, don't let the larger materials scare you or the larger projects scare you, because you can still cut much smaller projects with smart materials. Now, you can do this in a couple different ways. Your machine needs at least 6 inches in length to load into the machine. So once you have your smart material scraps or you have any pieces like that, you can literally place them on your cutting mat and feed it right through your Cricut Maker 3. You're going to be able to make the smaller projects maybe that you always have loved working on, like I love working on, or you can do the larger projects, which I am looking forward to taking advantage of and tackling very soon, but not in this video. All right, now I think that I've gone over enough of the bells and whistles of the Cricut Maker 3. There are so many great videos out there that tell you in detail all of the great bells and whistles and great things about the Cricut Maker 3. Now, let's get to making. Now, for this first project, I'm going to actually show it to you in 2 different ways. I'm going to do it with the cutting mat and the cutting roll. Now, the roll here, as you can see, is super easy to load onto the machine. And it also has this built-in cutter, which is great for when you're done. Now that I'm in Design Space, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner there, my Maker 3 is already being recognized as my machine of choice for this project. Now, what I love about Design Space is that there are so much inspiration, so many things that you can be inspired from just looking around on Design Space. Not only can you save some of your own designs, you can look at beginners projects, you can look at more advanced projects, you can look up projects based on your machine type, or maybe a machine that you maybe want to aspire to have in the future. There are so many endless options. Now, when we logged in though, I saw this tree and I really loved this tree. So I'm going to add it to my canvas now. And the great thing about this is that I can expand it, I can make it different sizes, and I can actually unlock the design and make it a custom design that's going to fit perfectly for my project. All you have to do is hit the unlock button that's on that left-hand corner there, and you've got full reign of the design. So now I can scale it, I can make it longer, I can make it skinnier, I can make it shorter, I can make it fatter, I can do whatever I want. When it's time to cut, my machine in Design Space is going to let me decide whether I want to do it with the no mat, the mat, or even a selection of both. Maybe a project that you're working on is not going to require just one type of mat. Once your machine has been recognized, you're going to hit the continue button, you're going to hit the start button or the go button, and you are going to begin cutting. And when I say that this machine cuts fast, I mean it. Check how fast this is cutting. This is not sped up. This is in real time, and this machine is humming right along. I absolutely love it. Now, for my project though, I want to use this textured vinyl that I have, and I love this silver color. So that is the one that I'm going to be using for today's project. And to do this, I'm going to show you with my Maker 3 how you can use your cutting mat. So same exact design, same exact size. This time I'm going to select my cutting mat in the middle. I'm going to continue, and as you can see, it's already scoped out for my cutting mat. It's the right size. I knew it would fit on my cutting mat, so that was going to be great. And again, just following those prompts in Design Space, it makes it super, super easy. You're going to select the type of material that you're using because you're not using smart vinyl projects, so this is not going to detect those products automatically. Once again, hit that start button, the go button, and you are going to go, 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 and you are going to literally start printing your item. Or actually, in this case, we're going to be cutting our item because we are using Cricut vinyl. And again, this Maker 3, even though this is not smart material, this is still cutting pretty fast for it not having the smart material in there. And I really, really loved this and thought that this was so great. I love this textured vinyl, and I'm super, super excited about how easy this is going to be to weed, because a little trick I learned, the textured vinyl actually weeds really, really, really easy. Check this out. When I take my mat out, I've got my vinyl here. I'm going to peel it off of my cutting mat, but look how it starts to ripple. That is a good thing in this case, because that textured vinyl has already started breaking away from my surface there. So I can literally just start peeling away the vinyl. Check out how easy that was. Now I'm going to go through and I'm just going to weed this like normal, literally just using all of my Cricut weeding materials, and just start weeding away all of those kind of negative bits that I don't need in my design. Once my design is fully weeded, I'm going to add some transfer tape. I'm going to smooth it down. I'm going to use all of my weeding tools and everything to do that. And then I'm going to transfer it over onto my surface. Once I have it transferred over to my surface, it is time to start decorating this. I'm going to add some different embellishments. I have some greenery here. I also have this skate ornament that's actually a floral pick. I'm going to take the picks for both the greenery and the ice skate and just kind of chop those off with my pliers here. And then I'm going to glue them on top of my cutting board. And you've got the cutest embellished cutting board that I love so much. It's a great gift. It would look fantastic in the kitchen. I think you could give this to a neighbor. There are a lot of really cool and fun things that you can do with your Cricut Maker 3.